games along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. In motion, the tight end. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Raiders at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
They go play action with Wilson. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morris. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Irv Smith Jr., 70 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Play action. It's Wilson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw again on second down. Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Moore, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this one to Morris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Rondale Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson slow, complete here to Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cards are Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morris. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones on the return. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants